Where was I? The next level looked much different. It had the usual middle floor of the Rainbow Factory from the fanfic Rainbow Factory. Some fetuses were filling through pipes. The sentence is filling through pipes. Whatever. After taking a closer look, I found out that they were fillies, like Apple Bloom and Sweet Belle. Don't want to Google fillies. I'm doing this in incognito mode. Fillies. Well, the first one is fillies equestrian, so... filly. A young female horse, especially one less than 4 years old. My brain is dying. It's dying a lot faster than drinking this. Reading this is like 10 of these. I swear to God. Apple Bloom and Sweet Belle. I'm going to assume they're characters of My Little Pony because I sure as hell know they're not talking about actual horses. That's a fucking fact. That is a fucking... If there's one thing about DeviantArt, it's a fucking fact that fillies does not refer to actual fucking horses. It refers to My Little fucking Pony. But Juice was holding a picnic basket, and Alexa had a huge stomach, meaning she was pregnant. Oh yeah, I can tell this story was on fucking DeviantArt, can't you? I pressed the right arrow key and they started to move. After I passed the 6th tube, the screen flickered static. That's a shot. In a split second, that creepy Garfield lunged at the couple right before the screen went black. That's literally Sonic.exe. There's a loud screeching noise that only lasted 5 seconds. Let's count 5 seconds. That is not only lasting. That is a long time for a scream. Most screamers are not 5 seconds long. That's not an only. Another red text appeared saying, "Oh, what a sweet baby. So sad I have to power the pipes of the Rainbow Factory as they use fetuses to do this nowadays." I mean, stem cell research has shown that a hell of a lot of things can be done with fetuses, so whatever. But Juice was the first to wake up, shaking his head. He noticed his butt was gone. This can't be real. This can't be real. Whoever made this cannot be fucking serious. His butt was gone. His butt was gone. Yeah! As he tried to booty kick himself awake. This is why no one likes breadwinners except for you. You fucking... His butt was gone. His butt was gone. His ass disappeared. He's got no ass. What does that even mean? Did he turn into Snake from the new Smash Brothers game? His ass just gone? What are you saying? Who let you touch a computer? Now in front was Garfield eating something red. Budgies blinked, then noticed what it was. "What?" Garfield asked. "Oh, this?" He held up another piece. "Well, while you were sleeping, I got a little impatient and helped myself to a small sample. I got it from your big butt. I didn't know how taste butt meat is. Want some bap?" Want some bup? He's off a toad. Also, this sentence makes no fucking sense, and I hate it, and it's stupid, and if I wasn't drinking, I probably would have laughed at it, but it's just so... I can't laugh. It's just that stupid. I hate it. Without waiting for a response, Garfield shoved a strip of meat into the duck's mouth, but Juice spit it out onto Garfield's black face. Onto Garfield's black face. That sentence, man. There's like 8 things wrong with that. And only like 3 of them culturally. The other 5 are just shit. the demonic feline grabbed Bruce, and he began to pounce and beat him up. Alexa woke up seeing Badu's head sliced into a stack. A stack of what? I don't care anymore. Bleeding. Suddenly Garfield appeared right behind Alexa in what appeared to be pixelated black smoke. I made Alexa turn around and then punch Garfield, because apparently I knew where the punch button was in this game. And Garfield appeared behind Alexa again, and I made her punch her again, and Garfield vanished again, laughing. This is exactly off Sonic.exe, where Knuckles has to go back and forth. Sonic! You know, I actually don't mind Sonic.exe. It's actually on Creepypasta Wiki now, but I don't mind it. It is, like, it shouldn't be a big pasta, and obviously it's got a lot of shit in it, but it's decent, and it had a game attached. I don't hate it. But this is shit. It's the exact same thing, and I hate it. Because it's written just so much worse. And it's so clearly just ripping it off. So, you know. Alexa was panicking even more. And even I felt like I was going crazy. Garfield was practically playing with us. He was playing a sick, twisted mind game with me and Knuckles. Wait. He was playing a sick, twisted little mind game with me and Knuckles. You didn't change the word Knuckles into Alexa. You didn't. You put Knuckles into the story. This isn't a copy of Sonic.exe. You took out the names of Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Robotnik, and replaced them with Bruce, Alexa, and any other shit you wanted. Fucking Garfield. You creatively bankrupt son of a bitch. Never write again. Seriously. Another cutscene played as Alexa fell to her knees, clutching her head, sobbing. I thought she was Knuckles. I felt her agony. Garfield was driving us both crazy. And then, in a split second, Garfield ripped over Alexa's stomach. A fetus was shown. It cried. Of course, because fetuses do that. As Garfield ate it whole. Well, what's the point of it then? You said you needed the fetuses to feed the tubes. You just ate it. It was a waste. Fuck! Not bad, but I thought Medusa's butt was delicious than this crap. Delicious. No, I thought Medusa's butt was delicious than this crap. I'm gonna try apples and some beaver next. Oof. You know, when I go to those Halloween parties, you know, you're bobbing for apples one second, and you meet someone, you're bobbing for beavers the next second. I apologize. I'm just so bored with this fucking story, making up my own jokes now. If that wasn't meant to be sexual, though, what the fuck does he mean by eating beavers? Just straight up just eating beaver meat? Why? What does apples and beavers have to do? Unless he really just means balls and puss. What? The cat said as he vanished into smoke. That stupid text appeared again, taunting with me. Taunting with me is not grammatically correct, but I think at this point we've thrown out any sort of English skills. This is like someone talking in another language after only learning it for a day. See, your couple is dead. I killed your precious Alexa, unless Garfield gets his heart and soul from the dance floor. Yeah, I hear there's plenty of blood on the dance floor, don't you know? I'll toy with all your friends. It's so sad that Badus from Breadwinners could be considered your friend. Honestly. It's honestly pathetic. I hate you. It said as that creepy laugh sounded. I knew then and there that Garfield wasn't Garfield at all. No! No! $10 says it's fucking Zalgo. He was posing as him. You're right, Nicholas, said in like lowercase, uppercase, lowercase, uppercase, lowercase, uppercase, blah, 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 said the text. It showed a cutscene. This really confused me. It showed Garfield at the bar. Beside him were Quigley, Nermal, and Sway Sway? Who the fuck? Okay, Nermal is from Garfield. Right? I know that. But who the fuck is Sway Sway? They have to be from Breadwinners or some... Yeah, Sway Sway and Badus. He's the other fucking shithead from Breadwinners. Yo, Garfield man, said Sway Sway. Have you seen Badus? I can't say Sway Sway and Produce with a straight face. That's one of the worst names ever. Fuck whoever came up with that. Garfield shrugged and nodded. He'd previously seen him with his wife, Alexa. I just called Rainbow Dash. This is just fucking... I hate this. I know it's from DeviantArt, but it's just fucking Sonic.exe fan fiction with fan fiction characters. Fan fiction, the fan fiction. Fuck! I just called Rainbow Dash. His voice said a voice from off-screen, revealing venomous Snap Trap with an iPhone in his hands. She said, oh, don't worry, Snap, I'll find those cute couples, and hung up. But I'm not a brony. What does that mean? Is there anything I can say? Honestly, at this point, is there anything I could say that makes this any worse? I don't think there is anything I could say that makes this worse. I don't think anyone could say anything that makes this worse. Static filled the screen. I don't even... No, that's not where I'm up to. I'm not a brony, but what does that mean? Garfield face-palmed as he walked out of the bar, walking into Princess from Harvey Beaks. Is that a place, or is he literally walking into a princess? I don't know. And where do you think you're going? She said in her slutty voice. Okay, so he is just straight up walking into someone. Okay. Mr. WMV has strict rules as stated in Chapter 666. No cat or dog shall be leaving the bar. So no means no. And remember, kids, if you hear that no means no, make sure to always respect the partner's decision and don't fucking rape anyone. This has been a public service announcement from the Glitch64 reads. I got your back, guys. The feline pushed her aside, walking out of the bar. Static filled the screen as pictures of... that demonic Garfield flashed. Snap Trap screamed, running for his life. The demonic feline grabbed his neck and snapped it in two. I guess that's why they call you Snap Trap. Snap Trap. He chuckled. I bet the author felt really fucking good about that line. Like, he worked on that for a long time. He's like, oh, man, that's gold. They call him Snap Trap because I snapped his neck. Throwing the body into the arms of Quigley. You madman, he sighed, the rat, sobbing as hot tears rolled down his face. Garfield, I will get you for... But before he could continue, Garfield grabbed his neck and slammed him against the floor, snapping his body in two as blood sprayed furiously. As Garfield turned his head to Sway Sway, Sway Sway hopped into the rocket van, flying off, bursting dust into the demonic feline's face. I can't do this anymore. This is just so fucking dumb. There's so much more of this to go. Garfield got into a flying pose as he lifted off in the air. The game began to play Sonic 4 Episode 2 Metal Sonic's boss music. I was now in control of Sway Sway's rocket van. It was the typical metal boss fight except with Garfield. He would usually fire beams at Sway Sway, dangerously injuring the rocket van. I really wanted to kill this evil demonic Garfield for killing Alexa and Badus. So I tried all my might to beat this. Garfield fired the last beam, almost ending Sway Sway. A familiar figure fired back with force at Garfield. Good morning, said a cheerfully dumb voice. It was Uncle Grandpa. This is just Cartoon Network fanfiction. Ah! I was so happy. Not only was I now safe, but I could play as my favorite character. Uncle G, Spot, had his usual controls. He could fire laser beams with his eyes, which would take a lot of damage on Garfield. The demonic cat took his last hit as Sway Sway and Uncle G fist pounded. I guess there was porn on that USB after all. Thank you and good night. I need the third one. Ah. I only bought 3, so I hope there's not too much shit in this stupid story. Because this is the last one I have. Let's see how this creep really is, said Sway Sway. Uncle G and Sway Sway began to walk towards Garfield's body, though something was up. That's the only time that they actually used grammar properly. Uncle G and Sway Sway began to walk towards Garfield's body, though, something was up. They don't do that in any other part of the fucking story. Why? You could clearly do it. Whatever. This is just fucking with me personally now. I felt that Sway Sway and Uncle G were in danger, and something bad was going to happen. I heard faint static growing louder. As Sway Sway and Uncle G were but inches away from Garfield and stopped. Am I just drunk, or did the grandma just actually suddenly get better? How? Why? Sway Sway stuck his hand out to touch him. That foreboding feeling in my gut was growing stronger. Like, did they had to have just copy and pasted this from Sonic.exe or something, or another story. No way this fucking knows words like foreboding, and no way they know to use words like but inches away. As in mere inches away. They know the word but pretty fucking clearly, but they don't know, like, they can't have known these words. They're too stupid for these words, I feel. They're too stupid for this grammar. This has to be copy and pasted from something. Then, in a split second, Garfield got up. Can't kill the character, that's been a cliche since the fucking 80s! His eyes fixed on Uncle Grandpa, though there wasn't a smile. Okay, you've just done the comma thing again. There wasn't a smile. Just in a split second, Garfield lunged at Uncle G right before the screen went black. There was a loud screeching noise that only lasted 5 seconds. Stop repeating yourself, you fuck! That damn text appeared, reading this time as, you thought this was over. Think again. The screen faded black, and a horrible sight was on screen. Blurring at my face. See, that's the kind of thing I expect from this idiot. Blurring at my face. Duh! You never use that in your fucking English essays? Oh, you're not on the same level as this fucking guy, are you? It was a still photo of Uncle Grandpa. His face was mangled and bloodied. One eye, dangling over his upturned face, popped. He was naked down to his underwear, his stomach crudely open and his entrails laying beside him. Beside him. Don't do that! Was Sway Sway, who was sobbing very loudly, clutching his head. No, it can't end like this. I want produce. I want my Uncle G back, he said. He cried furiously in pain of his loss. That darn cat appeared in front of Sway Sway, now smiling. As Double S wanted to protest, Garfield grabbed Double S's neck and began to beat him furiously. Stop repeating yourself, you fuck! The screen flickered with static, and on the 4th flicker, it showed the same red text. I never die. I am God. Come on, you know. Yeah, it's just clearly I am God from Sonic.exe. In case I didn't make that clear enough that this was a little bit of a rip-off of fucking Sonic.exe. Could you tell? I couldn't tell. It's just so damn original. I clutched my fists tightly as that darn laugh played over and over. Maybe he was right. He'll never die. You haven't actually done anything to try and kill him yet. So, yes, I suppose if you do nothing, nothing will happen. The screen faded back. Double S was nowhere to be seen. In his place was a blood splat with Garfield standing on top of it. Fucking vaporized him. He was chuckling. Foolish human. I have more than one of me. A hedgehog appeared in front of him. The hedgehog was blue and about the same size as him with bleeding black eyes. It was Sonic? No, it couldn't have been Sonic. I'm reading through this part fast because of course it was fucking Sonic. Of course it was Sonic. Of course! He grabbed the bag. Something was moving around in it and he shoved it into a mirror. Outcome. The word outcome. ... Sway sway. But something was up with Double S. His eyes were bleeding and black. His white shirt was now red and his hair was black. Double S chuckled, floating up into the air and then flying away. I hate this fucking story. I wish the author would die a horrible death. The long cutscene was over and faded to a new level. I was playing as Double S. He looked very upset, as tears were rolling down his face. I thought he was dead. But, no. That was me saying I thought he was dead. The story doesn't address that. Of course it doesn't address that. I made him walk around. This staticky level of some sort. Then a loud "ah" played, and I recognized it was Rainbow Dash. Oh, you know how before I was saying, should I take a shot for a Cupcakes reference? Well, this is just straight up. I hate... What did those monsters do to her anyway? I kept Sway Sway walking. I ran to Alexa and Medusa's corpses, both of them mangled as Uncle G's was. Then I ran into Tails, of course! His skin was grey instead of orange and his tail was... Knuckles was beside him, blah 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 bloody. Where am I? Asked the scared duck. Tails groaned and fell to the floor. So did Knuckles. Can I just skim over the parts you've already read in Time.exe? The end. Wow, that was fast. Alright, see you guys later. Okay, we're almost done. We're almost done, I think. More than halfway, anyway. So did Knuckles. I kept Sway Sway walking. I, said someone in the background. Wanna go home, it continued. What kind of monster is responsible for this? A sign hanged above the staticky level from a tree branch. Powell's classroom, it read. Powell's? You mean my classroom I go to? I mean, I never really liked the Powell's classroom. Who is talking here? I don't know what the Powell's classroom is. Who the fuck is talking? But I was always as suspicious of my teachers when they would go to another room. I don't know. Do you know? I don't know. You don't know either. Let's move on. Sway Sway stopped. I can't go on like this, he groaned and reached into his pocket. I guess I have to end it. Grabbing a gun in his hand. It's been nice knowing you back, but you served us right. He shot himself. Everyone died. Hooray, hooray, the ending. I felt like crying myself, seeing my favorite character in this state of agony. The screen faded to black, and I realized that this had nothing to do with Garfield a long fucking time ago, when John and Odie were already dead, and it turned into Sonic instead of Garfield. But who cares? As I heard a shotgun with a blood splatter, played with it. The jingle continued, getting more corrupt as it went on. Uncle G woke up. I thought he was fucking mangled and shit. What do you mean he woke up? He was covered in cuts and bruises. I thought he was just a blood splatter at this point. But no, I guess I was wrong. Apologies for wiping my nose. I don't know, something about drinking makes my nose a bit runny. Sorry. Huh? He said in confusion. Garfield stood behind the hospital bed. Stop just making things happen. Last we knew he was a mangled mess on the fucking floor. Now he's just covered in some scrapes and bruises and in a hospital bed. Do you know what the word transition is? If you don't, Google it. And also kill yourself. But first, Google transition. You're awake? Said Garfield, sighing in relief. This was the Garfield I knew, not the demonic demon that I now knew. The lasagna-eating cat explained to Uncle G that they must hide from a monster. Then Uncle Grandpa agreed. It showed the two running to a house. I recognized it as John's house. Another cutscene played showing Hacker, Plankton, Unsky, and Bad Apple walking. I know exactly one of those characters. I know who Plankton is. I don't know who Udski is, but I'm sure he drinks a lot of vodka. Bad Apple just sounds like a fan fiction from My Little Pony. And a hacker. Is he from Code Loco? I don't fucking know. They seem to walk in the same direction as Garfield and Uncle Grandpa, all talking about evil plans. Garfield and Uncle G ran into them, apologizing, then told the villains to hide with them. Garfield was unsure of this idea, but agreed with Uncle Grandpa. The cutscene ended. I got to play as the group. So he's controlling like 7 characters at once. Okay. Could also switch between them. I played as Bad Apple since he was my favorite. A text bubble appeared reading, "I need to find Cinnamon, he'll surely help us." As I pressed OK and went on walking. Just then, Captain Smack! Who the fuck is Captain Smack? Captain Smack. From Home. That shitty movie with Sheldon Cooper in it? This person has the worst taste in anything. Ever. I bet they listen to Justin Bieber unironically. Smack asked them where they were going, and they replied with, "Hide, or else." Smack went along with it and joined. I was finally done with this long level, reaching the house, but then Sonic appeared in front of him, grabbing Hacker by the neck, snapping it. Hacker fell to the floor, bleeding furiously in pain. How do you bleed furiously in pain? Smack offered to help. "Oh, hey dude, you alright?" "Yeah, yeah, you're not okay. Alright, let's just move on then, lads." But Garfield and the rest ran into the house, with Smack joining along in fear. Double S appeared in his monster form and grabbed Uncle G's neck and snapped it. The group ended up the same except for Smack, who said to the monster that he'll join them to live. The two grabbed Smack, forcing him into the mirror. Out came an eviler version of Smack, not that he wasn't already evil. I actually had to delete some stuff off the camera because this has been going on for so long, so this will definitely be a 2-parter. I apologize for that, but when did that get there? Anyway, we're almost done. The group ended up the same except for Smack, blah blah blah. Not that he wasn't already evil. It was all over. The evil had won over the group. All hope was lost. As the screen faded to black with text appearing, "It's over. I killed Garfield. Smack is on our side now." The laugh sounded. As it came back to the static level, I was now in control of Rainbow Dash. Rainbow Dash could do a Sonic Rainbow Boom! And stuff like that. Although she didn't last long, getting too disturbed by the corpses of former cartoons and ended up Sonic rain booming, that's a hard word to pronounce, rain booming herself to death, with her skull being cracked. How do you do that? Is that like Ryu doing a Sonic Boom, but like Sonic Boom? Like snapping your own neck with your... It became staticky again, showing the rest of the intro to the Garfield show. Odie was now laying in a pool of his own blood, and Garfield was standing over his body, smiling. The dog's body was blue, drooling purple liquids from his mouth. John was hanged by a noose, swinging back and forth, a bloody hole in his head still dripping blood. The intro ended, but instead of the Garfield show, it read, "I am God." Ah! You motherfucker! You just straight up ripped off "I am God" from Sonic.exe. I was making a joke. You actually did it. You actually did it. Bravo! You suck, and I hate you. I am God. That's a hell of a drink. "You're not so tough, are you?" a voice said, as I looked from behind me. It was Garfield, Sway Sway, and Smack. Goodbye, my good friends. Thanks for blah, blah. And he's just like smashed a bunch of things on the keyboard. Actually, I might as well just show you. There we go. Thanks for blah, blah, blah. And then there's a little bit of an ending here. "Hello, I'm Garfield. I'll be visiting you soon. Stay still and don't make a peep. Oh, and if you're wondering what I did to Nikki..." Oh, right, the author's name's Nicholas. I turned him into one of my slaves. I bid you farewell, so go to sleep and get ready for me. I'll go to sleep. Garfield. P.S. I know one of you is a cute little girl named Tina. I'll go easy on you with my claws. What? That's the last sentence of the story. I'll go easy. I know one of you's cute. So did the author just have like a crush on a girl named Tina in school? And was just like, I'll go easy on you, babe. Hey. What the fuck ending is that? Cute girl named Tina. I'm gonna look up if there's any connection. I don't know any Tina from Garfield. Garfield Tina. No, there is no connection. There is someone named Tina Garfield. But apart from that, there's no connection with Garfield and Tina. There's a picture of Michael Cera for some reason. Okay. I don't know. Wow. That was fucking horrible. So thanks to user PickM on DeviantArt for this terrible fucking story. It was something. It was the worst thing I've ever read. Let's look at the comments. Well, that was fucking awful, says RDC Toho Kingdom, and I fully agree with him. Fucking awful. I am Garfield with Garfield disappointment. Yep. Garfield, you stupid Kates. Yeah. The picture is actually stolen from a Garfield Zalgo comic. So there's a picture connected to this, like they all are, and the picture is this. Image posted with the original stories. This was the image that was posted with the DeviantArt post, and that was very clearly taken off the Zalgo comic. What are the comments? How is this in the category pages with grammar that doesn't suck? I fucking agree. There were so many grammatical errors. Fuck. It's the worst thing I ever read. It's got so many cliches. There are just some straight up points where they just forgot to get rid of, like, the Sonic characters. Uses every cliche in the book, and I hate it. And it doesn't even work as a troll pasta, because it isn't funny. If they were intending to go for a troll pasta, it's not funny. If you're going to go for something intentionally bad, it has to be funny. Right? An intentional troll pasta's best quality is that it's funny, and it pokes fun at all the cliches. This didn't poke fun at the cliches, it just used the cliches. Seriously, it's not funny. If it was a troll pasta, and if it was sincere, then it's the worst fucking piece of shit I've ever read. It fails at both a creepypasta and a troll pasta. It's just awful. So if the author's going to use the excuse of, lol, that's alright, it meant to be a troll pasta. Yeah, but it wasn't funny. At all. It just sucked. Looking at this as a troll pasta, it's too long. It uses the cliches, but doesn't do anything funny with them. As opposed to a good troll pasta, which would just straight up make fun of the cliches. You just used the cliches. Everything about this sucked. And I don't care if the author says that this is meant to be just a troll pasta, it sucks as a troll pasta too. It sucks as both things. It sucks as a story, in general. It sucks at everything. It's horrible. The best thing about this was that he thought that the USB stick could have porn in it, and that's why he bought it. I mean, we can all relate to that, I suppose. Something about furry porn. I made a joke about it before. I don't remember what made me think of a joke about furry porn, but, you know. Yeah, he thought it was porn and had a picture of Garfield, so yeah, I thought, hey, furry porn. But yeah, other than that, this was just shit all around. I hated it. The only thing that made it fun was the drinking game. It uses every cliche in the book, and it does nothing new with them. It just uses the cliches, straight-faced, and it just becomes a horrible experience. It uses characters that no one likes, except for retarded kids. And it's everything wrong with creepypastas in general, I feel, in one short story. So, yeah, that was absolutely horrible. Thank you all for watching. Man, if you made it this far, please leave a like if you could. That's all you have to do, really. You don't have to subscribe or anything, but if you do, then that's great. But all you really have to do is leave a like. It really helps the channel grow way more than you think it would. Even if it doesn't help the channel grow, it makes me feel good, and it makes me sort of want to continue to do these videos. So a like is more appreciated than you know. See, I use grammar from this thing, but yeah, it's more appreciated than you would think. Thank you all so much for making it through this, and if you're playing along, God help you. If you're playing along with actual shots and not just like a bottle of premix, you're probably dead. Sorry. But yeah, I think I'm just going to finish this last half bottle at a reasonable pace and not just sculling the damn thing. And yeah, I think that's everything I have to say. So I'm halfway through the last bottle, so at the end of the day, that was 5 standard drinks I used on this story. So it's a little tipsy when I walk, and doing this makes it go a little crazy. But yeah, this was... I hated it. I hated this. But it made it fun turning it into a drinking game. So I hope you guys really enjoyed, and if you have a suggestion on another sort of Creepypasta drinking game, let me know. I'd be interested in doing some other things like this, and I really hope if you guys enjoyed it that I can do more of this sort of stuff. Anyway, that's my drunk outro out, so I will see you guys next time. Bye!